to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
For the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Guard.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, no it don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Stay calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-Guard. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You now rocking with my man S-Guard. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Productions. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.G.O.D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
Salute to the royal and blue and white skies. You know what it is. It's Duke basketball tonight. Tonight, man, a great game tonight. Biggest rivalry in all of college basketball. Duke versus North Carolina. The battle for Tobacco Road in the state of North Carolina. And for bragging rights, man, this is the 263rd edition of Duke versus North Carolina, with Carolina leading 145 to 117, but Duke is quickly closing the gap soon. So, man, it's going to be a great game tonight, man. Duke coming in the number 2 ranked team in the country at 18-2, coming in with a 14-game win streak on the line against the North Carolina Tar Heels, who up to this date, season has not been great at 13-9 on the season. But hey, you could throw all them records out the book when Duke versus North Carolina, man. It's a rivalry game. It's the biggest rivalry in all of college basketball. Duke versus North Carolina, man. Thank you guys for tapping into this live stream. Duke versus North Carolina on the Man-Cave podcast, as well as the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. Please, if this is your first time to my channel, man, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share this on all social media platforms, as well as go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. The link is right there in the chat, man. And make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Thank you guys for tapping in, man. Can't wait for this game, man. Everybody know I'm a big Duke fan, so you know what it is right now. It's all about the brotherhood, right? It's about the brotherhood of Duke. Let's go, Duke. Let's take this dub tonight at Cameron Indoor Stadium against the North Carolina Tar Heels coming in this game. Like I said, Duke is the number 2 ranked team in the country on a 14-game win streak. Let's make it 15, man. This rivalry, like I said, man, it is the best rivalry of all of college basketball and a lot of sports, man. You know, Duke and North Carolina, man. A lot of epic, great finishes, man, in the past, and still some more to come. And also for Duke this season, man, Cooper Flagg, man, this will be his first time playing in this great rivalry. And let's see if he's going to leave his mark on this game right here and on the next meeting when they meet the Tar Heels in Chapel Hill on March 8th. They're about to tip it off in a few minutes, man, doing the starting lineups right now. I can't wait for this game, man. Duke is a 13.5-point favorite in this game against North Carolina. Like I said, North Carolina coming at 13-9. They came off of a loss against Pitt, 73-65. So I know they're going to be up for this game. Everybody going to be up for this game. Everybody always up for this game. Duke versus North Carolina. Let's go. Big brother versus little brother. UNC used to be the big brother back in the day. Hey, but now Duke is the big brother now. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it that way. Let's go, Duke. You know what I'm saying? Royal and blue skies all the time, bro. This is the battle of the blue bloods, but I'm more with the royal and blue blood. You know what I'm saying? More royal blue, not the powder blue. Even though North Carolina's a good team and all that, but Duke is my team. Duke is the squad. Let's go, Duke. Led by these amazing freshmen. Duke is one of the best defensive teams in the country. Let's see how their defense plays tonight against the Tar Heels. But like I said, it's not going to be an easy cakewalk, man. This is a rivalry game. Both teams get up for this game, man, so anything can happen. Been a lot of upsets over the years. Duke coming in ranked number 2. North Carolina not ranked this season. But like I said, doesn't mean anything. Like I said, they'll be ready for this task, man. So we'll see. The starting lineup for Duke should be Kamen Malawatch, Cooper Flagg, Tyrese Proctor. What's the other guy's name? Con Knipple, and I want to say it's going to be keep forgetting it's not Caleb Foster. Malik Brown was starting, but he's hurt now. So it could be Gillis and stuff like that. So I'll have to see, and then I'll see who North Carolina starts with in the starting lineup. About to get started, man. The Tar Heels right now, all hyped up right now in Cameron Indoor Stadium, ready to take on the Dukebluedevils. You already know what it is. Let's go, Duke. Let's get this dub. Let's put these guys out of their misery, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, and Sion James will be the other starter for Duke as well. So we'll see what North Carolina comes out with for their starting lineup. I'm pretty sure it's going to be R.J. Davis, Seth Trimble, Elliot Cadeau, Ian Jackson, and probably Van Ellen Lubin will be the starter for North Carolina. Against Duke starter, Kamen Malawatch, Cooper Flagg, Con Knipple, Tyrese Proctor, and Sion James. And the tap is up, and Duke wins it. Sion James over to Con Knipple. Knipple with the ball at the top, over to Cooper Flagg at the three-point line. Throws down to Sion James, who breaks away for a dunk. Duke goes up 2-0. Easy basket. Good way to move without the basketball. That's what I'm talking about. Good way to move without the basketball. All right. Carolina has it right now. Ian Jackson over to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball and passes to Lubin, who gets an easy basket as well. And we are tied at 2 apiece. All right, Duke inbounds Cooper Flagg over to Sion James. James guarded by Cadeau at the elbow. Over to Tyrese Proctor at the top of the three-point line. Proctor to Con Knipple, cutting in the lane. Lays it up and no good. Rebounded by Seth Trimble. Here comes the Tar Heels. Trimble across the timeline over to Cadeau. Cadeau looking over to Lubin. Lubin at the top of the three-point line over to R.J. Davis at the top of the key. Davis back to Cadeau, back to Davis. Guarded by Knipple. Davis throws down to Cadeau, who's met and travel on the play. So it will be Duke basketball. Like I told you, coming in, Duke is one of the better defensive teams in the country. So Duke will inbound the ball. All right, Con Knipple over the timeline with the ball over to Cooper Flagg. Flagg at the top of the key. Flagg still guarded by Trimble over to Con Knipple. Knipple in the lane back to Cooper Flagg, who lays it up. No good, but he is fouled, and he'll be going to the free throw line. All right, so good give and go with Knipple to Cooper Flagg. All right, let's see Cooper Flagg getting at the free throw line. Let's get these two, man. Let's get his last 5 games averaging 27 points. His first free throw is up, and it's no good. Hit every side of the rim and rolls off. All right, Flagg's second free throw is up, and that's short also, no good. So Cooper Flagg goes over 2 from the free throw line. Rebounded by Trimble, over to R.J. Davis. Davis, guarded by Tyrese Proctor, over to Jackson. Jackson, over to Cadeau. Cadeau, guarded by Malawatch, out to R.J. Davis. Back to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball in the lane. His shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Con Knipple, and here comes Duke. Knipple with the ball over to Tyrese Proctor for a pull-up three-point shot. Too hard, no good. Rebounded by Proctor. Proctor in the lane, back out to Flagg to Sion James. Step back three-point shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Malawatch over to Con Knipple. Knipple around the Malawatch screen. Knipple in the lane, out to Cooper Flagg for his three-point shot, and it's good. 5-2 Duke. All right, Lubin inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau to Ian Jackson. Back to Cadeau. Guarded by Sion James. Over to R.J. Davis. Back to Cadeau. R.J. Davis now has the ball over to Ian Jackson. Jackson over to Cadeau. Around the Lubin screen, throws it back door, and it's stolen by Cooper Flag, and here comes Duke. Flag looking to Sion James, who lays it up and in. 7-2 Duke. Lubin inbounds to Cadeau over to Ian Jackson. Jackson back to Cadeau. Guarded by Sion James. Cadeau over to R.J. Davis. Davis guarded by Proctor, and there's a foul on the floor on Tyrese Proctor for reaching in. Good defense by Cooper Flag on that last play, cutting off the back door. And Sion James running the floor, gets an easy basket. All right. Tar Heels inbounds. Cadeau over to Davis, back to Cadeau. Cadeau guarded by Proctor. Over to Washington, who lays it up and in. 7-4 Duke. All right, Duke inbounds. Cooper Flag inbounds to Sion James. James over to Cooper Flag, being double teamed. Looked like he got fouled. No call. Malawatch with the ball. Shoots, no good. Rebounded by North Carolina. Here comes the Tar Heels. Over to R.J. Davis to Cadeau. Cadeau at the top of the key. Over to Washington. Washington looking. Over to R.J. Davis, guarded by Proctor. Now Malawatch is on the switch, and it throws out to Trimble, and his shot is up, and it's good. 7-6. All right, Duke inbounds. Cooper Flag inbounds to Sion James. James with the ball, directing traffic. James looking, finds Cooper Flag, double team coming. Corner to Tyrese Proctor for his three-point shot. Good. Nice open shot by Proctor. All right, Heels inbounds. Washington over to Cadeau. Cadeau back to Washington, over to Jackson. Jackson to Cadeau. Looking, and it's stolen by Cooper Flag. And Flag throws it to Tyrese Proctor for the dunk. 12-6 Duke. R.J. Davis inbounds. Over to Cadeau, guarded by James. Over to Ian Jackson, back to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball, now guarded by on the switch by Malawatch. All right, out to Ian Jackson. Jackson trying to get in the lane. Jackson, step back, three-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag, and here comes Duke. Over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor with the ball, over to Cooper Flag for a pull-up three-point shot. Good. 15-6 Duke, timeout on the floor. Duke coming out hot in this game, up 15-6 over North Carolina. Early first quarter, 14:51 left to go in the first quarter from Cameron Indoor Stadium. Duke and North Carolina, the battle of the Blue Bloods, the battle for Tobacco Road and bragging rights in the state of North Carolina. It says Duke is coming out hot, man. Like I said, keep it. Let's go, Duke. Let's get this dub. You already know what it is. Royal blue skies, royal blue and white. Let's go. All right. Carolina coming out a little bit uneasy right now. But like I said, Duke has a 9-point lead. But, man, you know, like I said, everybody knows basketball, man. It's going to be a game of runs, man. Some teams going to get cold. Some teams going to get hot. But that's how it goes, man. All right, man. If this is your first time to the Man-Cave podcast, make sure, man, y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. It costs you nothing. It is totally free, man. Subscribe to the Man-Cave podcast. Let's grow this channel. It's good for the algorithm. Also, man, go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. The link is right there in the chat, man. Our one centralized location for all of our content. Make sure you go subscribe to all the great members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network as well. And this Duke and North Carolina rivalry goes way, way back, man, into the 60s and even earlier than that, man. One of the first thing that struck a match probably was like how close they are. Divided by 11 miles apart, about 11 or 8 miles apart, man. That's it. these two campuses, and they've been going at it for all these years, man. So it's another great installment. Duke versus North Carolina. Who's going to come out? North Carolina had a great, most of the series. They had the edge, and then Duke came back and had some edge in the 90s and the 2000s and stuff like that. So, hey, man, it's always a great time. Throw out the records when these two teams play, man. They're going to entertain you. It's going to be a great game. Make sure, you stick around for the whole game because, like I said, man, one team could be leading. All of a sudden, the other team could just come right back, man. It could be a big lead, and then next thing you know, the game is tied up and stuff like that because, like I said, it's a rivalry game. These dudes been going at it for centuries, like, you know what I'm saying? So this is nothing for them, man. Hopefully, like I said, Duke stays hot in this game, man. Get this dub, man. Right now, Duke is coming in 18-2 on the season, winner of 14 in a row. Let's get this 15th win in a row. Duke in the conference is 10-0 in the conference, undefeated. Man, if they can run through the whole ACC conference undefeated, man, for the whole year, that'll be an awesome feat, man. It'd be great. North Carolina coming in right now at 6-4 in the conference, but like I said, they are 13-9 on the season. And what do you know, man? You see the commercials, man. Like the All-State commercial just went off. Duke in North Carolina. Duke guy goes meet this girl's family. Is in North Carolina, Ontario's fans, and they close the door on his face. Battle of the Blue Bloods, man. Always a great game, man. I've always had great memories of this Duke-North Carolina rivalry, man, from the 80s, the 90s, man, and the 2000s. Always, never fails, man. Never fails, man. All right, back to live action. Carolina will inbound the ball. Down 15-6, Carolina. R.J. Davis with the ball. And look like Malik Brown is in the game for the first time for Duke. He's missed the last 5 or 6 games, and he gets a steal. What do you know? Gets a steal. Over to Tyrese Proctor, to Cooper Flag. Flag up and in, and a foul. 17-6. Let's go, Duke. Cooper Flag will be going to the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. So Malik Brown, as soon as he come back, the first thing he do, up to his old tricks at the defense again, man. This guy has a knack for getting the ball. All right, Flag's on the free throw line. He missed his first 2 free throws, and this one is good. Duke goes up 18-6. Carolina inbounds. Washington to R.J. Davis. Davis with the ball, guarded by Proctor, over to Washington, guarded by Malik Brown. Over to Trimble, almost loses the ball. Trimble looking for someone, finds R.J. Davis at the top of the key. R.J. Davis guarded by Malik Brown. R.J. Davis in the lane. His shot is up. No good. And it's tipped back out to North Carolina, out to R.J. Davis. Ian Jackson now with the ball to Seth Trimble. Trimble around a Washington screen. And almost loses the ball themselves. Over to R.J. Davis for his 3-point shot, which is up. No good. Rebounded by Malik Brown. And here comes Duke over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor with the ball. Across the timeline. Guarded by Ian Jackson to Cooper Flag. Flag in the lane to Malik Brown. Didn't have a shot in the paint. Back out to Tyrese Proctor. Back to Brown. Over in the corner, Con Knipple for his 3-point shot. Good. 21-6 Duke. All right. UNC inbounds to R.J. Davis. Duke is coming out on fire on a 14-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Washington with the ball at the top of the key. Over to Seth Trimble, wide open at the 3-point shot. His 3-point shot is in and out, rebounded by Cooper Flag, and here comes Duke. Flag with the ball. Over to Con Knipple. Knipple thought about it. Now in the lane, Knipple. Step back jump shot is up and good. 23-6. Washington inbounds to R.J. Davis. Davis with the ball, guarded by Proctor, and the Cameron Crazies are going crazy right now. All right, Davis with the ball, guarded by Malik Brown. Davis in the lane, throws it out to Jackson. Out to Drake Powell for a 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Washington, who puts it back up and in and stops the run. All right, Duke inbounds, Cooper Flag to James. James with the ball over to Proctor. 15-point Duke lead, 12:35 left to go in the first half. Proctor over to Malik Brown. Brown looking for some help. Finds James in the lane. His shot is up. No good. And he's fouled, and he'll be going to the free throw line. So good cut to the basket by James. So James will be at the free throw line. Duke right now at the free throw line, 1 of 3. All right, James' first free throw is up, and it's good. 24-8 Duke. So Cooper Flag and Cayman Mala Watch will get a breather. All right, just tuning in. You got some Duke fans, man. Please get in the chat, man. Talk your talk. UNC Chapel Hill fans, Tar Heels fans, get in the chat. Talk your talk, man. You already know what it is. Duke versus North Carolina, the best rivalry in all of sports, man. All right. James' second free throw is also good. 25-8, 17-point Duke leads, and Caleb Foster checks into the game for Duke as well. All right. Tar Heels with the ball. Cadeau over to Washington, over to RJ Davis. Davis back to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball, guarded by Malik Brown at the top of the three-point line. Still has the ball looking, gets a pick from Washington. Now in the lane, and it is deflected by Malik Brown. Man, that guy, he just has a knack for the ball. Deflect the ball out of bounds, so it'll be North Carolina ball with 6 seconds on the shot clock. All right, Carolina inbounds. Cadeau inbounds to RJ Davis, back to Cadeau. And to Washington, and he is fouled by Gillis with 1 second on the shot clock. So it'll be it's going to be a timeout, under 12 timeouts. So when we come back, Washington will be at the free throw line for the Tar Heels. Like I said, Tar Heels are down 25-8 right now. They have to withstand this Duke momentum right now. But Duke is coming out hot in this first half so far. Like I said, hopefully they can keep it up. Let's get a big lead. Let's take control of this game early on in the first half, man, so we could just coast in the second half. Like I said, to me, the greatest rivalry. Been a huge Duke fan, man, since the early 80s, man. So over 40 years, been a Duke fan, man. Crazy. Like I said, next week would be NFL. Next week would be the Super Bowl Sunday. Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs, man. And that'll be the last game for the NFL, man. The NFL season will be over after that until they come back, man, in September or August, you know what I'm saying, with preseason. So some of the sports are starting to wind down. College football is over. NFL will be over next week. So it'll just be NBA basketball, college basketball, and then summertime be WNBA restarting back up. Then you got the Major League Baseball in April. Like I said, Duke, hopefully Duke can just keep this up, man. Keep this hot shooting going on in the first half, man. Be aggressive. Don't take your foot off the gas, man. Don't get stagnant. Let's go. Keep the ball pushing. Keep the offense moving on these guys, man. Want to jump on these guys right from the get-go. Jump on them straight from the get-go, man. The battle for Tobacco Road. Yeah, man. All roads to the ACC championship, and the ACC will lead through Durham, North Carolina, man, home of the Dukebluedevils, Cameron Indoor Stadium. Let's go, Duke. Should be a great season, man. Like I said, Duke should be able to make it all the way to the Final Four, man. Hopefully get to the Final Four, give us a chance to win that national title and stuff like that. Haven't won one since 2015. I think that was with Justice Winslow, Jahlil Okafor, and Tyus Jones. That was in 2015. So it's like, yo, we due for one. All right, about to get back to live action. Like I said, Washington will be at the free throw line for the Tar Heels, down 17. All right. Let's see what Washington is going to do on the free throw line. Try to cut into this 17-point Duke lead. All right. Washington's first free throw is up, and it's good. 25-9. 11:57 left to go in the first half. Jalen Washington at the free throw line. So far has 5 points. Make it 6. Both free throws are good. 25-10. All right, Duke inbounds. Gillis over to Caleb Foster. Foster with the ball across the timeline. Foster looking over to Con Knippel. Knippel looking back to Foster. Foster back to Knippel. Inside to Mason. Gillis throws back out to Tyrese Proctor, who fakes a three-point shot. Out to Caleb Foster to Knippel for his three-point shot. No good. Rebound by Malawach. Over to Knippel. Shot is up. No good, but he will be going to the free throw line with the head fake. Good take by Knippel. Like I said, just keep these guys on their heels, man. Just keep them on their heels. Let's get this, keep up with this lead. Jalen Washington already has 2 fouls in the game, and he's been the best big man for North Carolina so far. Knippel's first free throw's up and is good. Washington will check out, and Lubin will check back in for the Tar Heels. And Con Knippel on the season averaging 13 points a game. His second free throw is up and it's good also. And he will check out a game, and Cooper Flagg will check back in for Duke, up 27-10. All right. Heels inbound the ball. North Carolina. Cadeau with the ball. Across the timeline, guarded by Caleb Foster. Cadeau now guarded by Proctor around a Lubin screen. Trying to look for Lubin, couldn't find him. Out to Drake Powell. Over to Cadeau with the ball. Almost loses it out to Powell. And he loses the ball to Mason Gillis. Gillis over to Cooper Flagg. Flagg looking, finds Malawach in the paint. Malawach up and in. 29-10. Good take by Kamon Malawach. And North Carolina inbounds. Cadeau with the ball now. Looking. Finds Ian Jackson back to Cadeau around the Lubin screen. In the corner to R.J. Davis. Davis in the lane to Cadeau for a wide open three-point shot. Good. 29-13. Flagg inbounds to Caleb Foster. Foster with the ball. Guarded by Cadeau. Foster around the Malawach screen. Down the lane. And almost those are the Tyrese Proctor for his three-point shot. No good, but he is fouled by Ian Jackson, and Tyrese Proctor will be at the free throw line for 3. Good take. So good, like I said, Duke is being aggressive in this game, staying aggressive, man. That's what you got to do, man. This is a rivalry game. All right, Proctor, step up to the free throw line for 3. 5 points in the game so far. His first free throw is up and is good. 30-13. All right. Proctor's second free throw is up and is also good. All right. Lay on his last free throw. 31-13 Duke right now. 18-point Duke lead. Proctor's third free throw is up and is also good. 32-13. Carolina inbounds. Lubin will inbound to Cadeau. All right, Cadeau with the ball. Guarded by Kayla Foster at the elbow. Cadeau looking around the screen. Cadeau in the lane against Gillis. Out to Trimble for his three-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by Kayla Foster, and here comes Duke. Foster with the ball. Looking ahead. Foster back out to Cooper Flag. Flag back to Foster. Around the flag screen. Foster in the lane. Lays it up. No good. And foul on Duke on Cooper Flag. So the Heels will inbound the ball. North Carolina trying to withstand this Duke onslaught right now. 32-13. It's early first quarter. All right, Cadeau with the ball. Guarded by Foster. Cadeau finds Drake Powell. Powell with the ball over to RJ Davis. Davis to Lubin. Back to Cadeau. And the pass is stolen. I thought it was stolen, but Cooper Flag could not save it. Went out of bounds. So it'll be Tar Heels ball inbound. And Knipple and also James will check back in the game for Duke. All right, Heels are inbound. And Isaiah Evans also checked into the game for Duke. And inbounds to Trimble. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Trimble with the ball over to RJ Davis, guarded by Knipple. Around the Lubin screen. Now Malawatch is on the screen. Malawatch. Davis with the shot in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Lubin. Lubin looking out to RJ Davis. Over to Trimble. Over to Cadeau. Down to Lubin in the paint. Back to Cadeau. Cadeau in the lane. His shot is blocked by Malawatch, and here comes Duke. Knipple with the ball over to Cooper Flag. Flag looking. Flag lost the ball out to Knipple. In the corner, Isaiah Evans didn't have the shot. So Evans throws it back out to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball. Fall away jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Malawatch. Back up and good. 34-13. And Duke is controlling the boards right now. 21-point Duke lead. Lubin inbounds to Cadeau. And the crazies are going wild in Cameron. Cadeau with the ball at the top of the key. Guarded by Malawatch. Over to RJ Davis. Back to Cadeau. Cadeau looking. Finds Seth Trimble. Back to Cadeau. Thought about taking a shot over to Trimble. And Duke closes out real quick. Isaiah Evans right there. Good defense. And stolen by Isaiah Evans. And he could not hold on to the ball, so it'll be Carolina ball. Good defense by Isaiah Evans. All right, so the Heels will inbound. Down 21, and the pass is stolen by Knipple. Knipple with the ball for Duke. Over to Cooper Flag. Flag in the lane. Back to Knipple. Knipple over to Isaiah Evans. His three-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Ian Jackson, and here comes the Tar Heels. Jackson with the ball over to Lubin. Lubin looking, finds Cadeau. Back to Ian Jackson. Jackson finds Cadeau. Back to Jackson. He'll take a three-point shot up and no good. Rebounded by Knipple over to Cooper Flag. And here comes Duke over to James. Calling out the play at the top of the key. James directing traffic. Over to Knipple. Around the Cooper Flag screen. Knipple back to Flag, and it is a turnover. Flag wasn't expecting a pass. Timeout on the floor. Under 8 timeout. Duke up 34-13. 7:32 left to go in the first half. Duke with a big lead over North Carolina. But like I said, this is a rivalry game, so I expect Carolina to make a run. But so far, Duke has come out hot in this game, man, and has extended this lead and built this lead. Hopefully they can keep up the aggression, and hopefully they can keep up the good shooting. And like I said, do not slow down at all. Keep your foot on the gas. Keep your foot on the gas. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Just like looking at some of the scores, like I said, man, Duke is coming out hot in this game, man. That's how I like it. That's how we got to keep it. Let's go. Keep their foot on their necks, man. Foot on their neck. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So Duke is, like I said, Duke has been really active on the defensive end in this game, man, getting some steals, deflections, man, and making it hard and tough on North Carolina to get a good look at the basket. And when they do, North Carolina getting a good look, they, got to make the most of their opportunities. Like I said, everybody coming out great in this game, man. Let's keep it like this, man. I want to thank everybody, man, from YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms, man, for tapping into this live watch stream of the Battle of Tobacco Road, Duke versus North Carolina. And thank you guys for tapping and make sure you subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, as well as hit that like and subscribe for the Man Cave podcast. And like I said, also hit that notification bell so that way you know whenever I go live, man, and post. All right, getting back to live action. And look like Coach K is in the building. He checks in the building. He checks in from time to time in Cameron Indoor Stadium. Get a first-hand look at this installment of John Shire and the Blue Devils. All right, Carolina inbounds Lubin over to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball. Over to Jackson. Jackson back to Cadeau. Cadeau guarded by Tyrese Proctor around a Lubin screen. Cadeau still looking. Guarded by Malik Brown. Guarded by Knipple. Throws it out to Trimble. Trimble by Brown. And the shot is no good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag over to Knipple. And here comes Duke. Knipple with the ball at the top of the key to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor trying to find Cooper Flag with a mismatch over to Knipple. Knipple with the ball over to Proctor to Malik Brown now. Brown with the ball over to Knipple. Knipple in the lane, lays it up and in. 36-13, 23-point Duke lead. All right, Carolina inbounds quickly. Ian Jackson with the ball over to Cadeau. Cadeau to Trimble. Trimble with the ball, looking to Cadeau. Over to Powell. And the pass is stolen by Cooper Flag, and here comes Duke. Flag over to Knipple. Knipple with the ball to Tyrese Proctor, and it'll be off his leg. And it'll be Carolina's ball. And Trimble take a seat. This Carolina team is more, the strength of the Carolina team is in their backcourt. All right. Hills with the ball. Cadeau across the timeline looking, finds RJ Davis. Back to Cadeau. Cadeau still looking, finds Ian Jackson at the top of the key. Guarded by Proctor. And the pass is almost stolen, but got it back over to Cadeau. Guarded by Tyrese Proctor. Shot is up. No good. Rebound. And gets by North Carolina. And to RJ Davis, who puts it up. No good. And his shot is blocked by Cooper Flagg. And Carolina gets it back again. Elliot Cadeau with the ball. Over to Jackson. And look like something with the shot clock. But, man, Tyrese Proctor looked like he got rocked. And no call. Yeah, don't know how they missed that call. All right, so it looked like it'd be a timeout on the floor. I guess I got to look at the clock. I think they're having a clock issue right now. But like I said, so far, man, it's all Duke right now. Duke up 36-13, 23-point lead with 5:37 left to go in the first half. So I don't know if it's a clock issue or they looking at this is a play on the floor like a flagrant foul or something. But I think it's a clock issue. Probably that's what they're looking at. Because if it is a flagrant foul, I don't know if it's a flagrant. If it's a flagrant foul, Duke could have 2 free throws and the ball back. But if they just look at the clock, then said, let's go. Royal and blue skies. You know what it is, man. I like blue skies, but I like them royal and blue for Duke. Pad of blue for the Tar Heels. Them Tar Heels fan. All right, so what you call it, man? Thanks, my boy Corey Lee, man. Thanks for tapping in, bro. You already know. Watching this live stream, Duke versus North Carolina. Let's go, Duke. Let's put that belt. Let's put that belt right now, giving them that belt action right now. But like I said, it's basketball, so these guys gonna make their little run. They're gonna make a run. You know how I go. Yep. As soon as Corey Lee, you already know, as soon as this go final, but I'll be out there. So, yeah, that's what it looked like it's going to be, man. It's going to be a flagrant foul on Elliot Cadeau. So, Duke could get 2 free throws and the ball on that hit to the neck area by Cadeau. So, let's see. Duke got to take advantage of this opportunity, man. Hit them 2 free throws, and then Tyrese Proctor on the free throw line. His first free throw is up, and it's good. 37-13. Proctor, second free throw is up, and it's also good. 38-13, and it'll be Duke basketball. So big possession right here for Duke, man. They can add more points to stretch this lead out, stretch this 25-point lead. Duke will inbound. Cooper Flags inbounds to James. James with the rock. Duke on a 31-7 run in the last 10 minutes over to Brown, over back to James. James to Cooper Flag at the key. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled. And that'll be team foul 7 on North Carolina. So Cooper Flag will be at the free throw line, possibly for a 1-and-1. All right, Flag's first free throw is up, and it's good. 39-13. All right, it's Flag for his second free throw. Flag in the game already has 10 points and 5 assists already. And his second free throw is good. 40-13, 27-point Duke lead. All right, Heels, inbounds. Cadeau with the ball. Across the timeline, guarded by James. Over to Jackson. Jackson with the ball looking. Finds R.J. Davis. Davis now guarded by Malik Brown. Out to Cadeau. Brown almost got the deflection. Out back to R.J. Davis. His shot is up and good off the glass. 40-15. Duke inbounds. Malik Brown over to Sion James. James with the ball across the timeline, guarded by Cadeau. James by the logo. Waiting for a Cooper Flag screen. James down the lane. Lays it up, and it is blocked by North Carolina. Here comes the Tar Heels. And the pass is deflected by Malik Brown. It'll be North Carolina ball. Good defense by Malik Brown to stop that. That could have been a fast break for Carolina, so he was able to get back and stop that. Great defensive player. All right, Carolina inbounds. Cadeau with the ball. Directing traffic over to R.J. Davis. Davis over to Ian Jackson. Jackson at the top, guarded by Brown. Out to Cadeau. Cadeau in the lane. His shot is up. No good. And he gets a rebound off the floor, and it'll be it's a jump ball. So it'll be Carolina ball. So far, Duke is in control of this game right now. So far, let's keep it this way, man. Keep these guys down. Keep the foot on the gas. All right, so the Heels will inbound. And Cadeau will take a seat, get a breather for the Tar Heels. All right, and Malawatch will check back into the game for Duke. All right, so the Heels will inbound. And the passing is no good. Rebounded by Malawatch over to Knipple, over to James. James with the ball. 4 minutes left to go in the first half. James across the timeline, over to Knipple. Knipple at the top of the key, over to Cooper Flag. Flag at the elbow, looking. Finds Tyrese Proctor. Proctor, guarded by R.J. Davis. Back to Flag. Flag to Knipple. Knipple back to Cooper Flag for his three-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Lubin. And here comes the Tar Heels. Over to R.J. Davis. Davis with the ball at the elbow, guarded by Tyrese Proctor, now guarded by James. Davis finds Lubin at the top, over to Ian Jackson. Jackson back to Davis. Davis guarded by Malawatch in the lane. Throws in the corner to Withers for his three-point shot. Good. 40-18. All right. James inbounds to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball back to James. Over to Proctor. Proctor to Malawatch at the top of the key. Malawatch finds James. Over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor at the top of the key. Back to James. To Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball to James in the corner to Con Knipple. Nipple in the lane, throws it back out to James for his corner 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Tar Heels. Trimble, and here comes North Carolina. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled, and he'll be going to the free throw line. So 2:41 left to go in the first half. Duke up 40-18. Timeout on the floor. When we come back, Seth Trimble will be at the free throw line for the North Carolina Tar Heels, trying to chip into this lead. Like I said, so far, strong start for Duke, man. Like I said, just got to keep it going, man. Just got to keep aggressive, stay aggressive. Like I said, do not slow down and don't, keep being aggressive, man. Keep your foot on the gas. Let's go. And let's pick up the tempo. Keep the tempo going fast, man. Try to get out on every break. Take advantage of every fast break opportunities. Keep the heels on their heels. Yeah, we're gonna see. Got any Tar Heel fans, man, in the chat, man? Make it get in the chat, man. Let me hear you. Let me see you in the chat. Let's go Tar Heels, Duke. Like I said, great rivalry, man. Doesn't even matter with the records, man. Always gonna be a great game regardless. I done seen a lot of games, Duke, North Carolina, over years where, I've seen somewhere a lot of them, both teams are ranked, but then I've seen where, either one wasn't ranked, like Duke or Carolina wasn't ranked at some point, and you thought it was going to be a cakewalk, a blowout, and it wasn't even like that, man. It came down to the wire, and that's how it's always been with Duke and North Carolina. Always going to get you going, get their best. Each team will give you their best. So only thing for Duke, like I said, Duke has to finish out this quarter strong. Last 2:41, man, finish out this quarter strong against the Hill. Extend this lead, man. All right, so Seth Trimble will be at the free throw line for the Carolina Tar Heels. All right, so let's see if Seth Trimble can knock down 2 free throws for the Tar Heels and chip into this lead. All right, Trimble's free throws up and it's good. His first one is good. Like I said, Duke can't be complacent. They gotta go. They gotta rev it back up. Cooper Flag right now, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks. All right. Trimble's second free throws up and is also good. 40-20. Duke with a 20-point lead now. Gillis inbounds to James. James with the ball over to Cooper, over to Knipple, to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball to Knipple, over to Gillis for his 3-point shot. Good. Much needed shot. 43-20 Duke. All right, Carolina inbounds. Cadeau with the ball. Over to RJ Davis. Davis over to Lubin. Lubin with the ball, looking for some help. Finds Ian Jackson. Jackson guarded by James. Shot is blocked by Malawach, rebounded by Malawach, and here comes Duke over to Knipple. Knipple with the ball over to Cooper Flag. Flag over to Malawach. Over to Knipple. And almost stolen by and looked like it's a foul on Knipple trying to get the ball back. So it'll be Carolina ball. All right. Heels inbound. Lubin over to Davis. Davis to Trimble. Trimble over to Ian Jackson. Jackson with the ball guarded by Malawach. Out to RJ Davis for his 3-point shot from the top. Good. 43-23. So that might get the Heels going. RJ Davis with 5 points in the game for the Tar Heels. James, Cooper Flag inbounds to James. James with the ball across the timeline now. Over to Knipple around the Malawach screen. Knipple throws the alley-oop to Malawach for the dunk. Yes, sir. 45-23. Good give and go from Knipple to Malawach. All right, Carolina with the ball. RJ Davis over to Seth Trimble. Trimble with the ball over to Ian Jackson. Jackson backdoor to Withers. His 3-point shot from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag. And here comes Duke. Flag with the ball across the timeline. We'll slow it down. Give it over to James. James at the top of the key, directing traffic. 46 seconds left to go in the half. Duke up 45-23. James at the top of the key, guarded by Withers. James looking, finds Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball. Jump shot up, no good. Rebounded by Gillis. Nope, stolen back by RJ Davis to Ian Jackson. And he is fouled by Gillis with 27 seconds left to go. 27.6 seconds left to go in the first half. Duke with a 22-point lead. It'll be a doubleheader. And the doubleheader, second game of the ESPN will be John Calipari traveling back to Kentucky. Calipari, the new coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks, back at Lexington, Arkansas at number 12, Kentucky. That should be a great one. I mean, welcoming Coach Calipari back to Lexington. Jackson's free throw at the line. His first free throw is good. All right. Jackson's second free throw is up and is also good. 45-25. 27.6 seconds left to go in the game. Tyrese Proctor will check back into the game for Malawach. Gillis will inbound the ball to James. And Duke will hold for the last shot. They can hold for the last shot. All right, Gillis over to James. James with the ball across the timeline. And Duke calls a timeout. So they're going to come up, draw up a play with 18.2 seconds left to go in the first half. Duke in control of this game, 45-25, 20-point Duke lead. See if they can add on to the lead before the half. So I want to thank everybody, man, for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms to this live stream, man. The battle for Tobacco Road, Duke versus North Carolina, Battle of the Blue Bloods from Cameron Indoor Stadium. Like I said, Duke is up 45-25, 18 seconds left to go. If this is your first time to the Man Cave podcast, my podcast, please, man, hit that like and subscribe button. Also share this on all social media platforms. It costs you nothing. It is totally free, man. Just hit the subscribe button, like, share, and subscribe. And also subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. The link is right there in the chat. And also, looks like Jared McCain, former Duke guard from last year, is checking the game out. All right, Duke inbounds. Knipple inbounds in the backcourt to James. James guarded by RJ Davis. Like I said, Duke is going to hold for the last shot. James still with the ball. 10 seconds left to go. Over to Cooper. Flag, looking, flag, in the lane. Turnaround jump shot is up and good. And we are at halftime. So Cooper flag with the turnaround jump shot. Duke goes into the half up by 22, 47-25. Great first half for Duke in this game. Like I said, we'll be back with the halftime stats after a word from our sponsors, courtesy of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
Welcome to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
Welcome to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network Halftime Report.
All right, it is at halftime. Once again, the halftime score, Duke at home in Cameron Indoor Stadium leading 47-25 over the visiting North Carolina Tar Heels in this Battle of Tobacco Road, Battle of the Blue Bloods. Halftime stats for the North Carolina Tar Heels. Van Lubin with 2 points and 4 rebounds. Ian Jackson has 2 points. Elliot Cadeau with 3 points and 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Seth Trimble has 4 points. RJ Davis, the leading scorer, with 5 points. Off the bench, Jalen Washington has 6 points, and Jalen Withers with 3 points off the bench for the Tar Heels. Overall shooting for the Tar Heels, 8 of 27 for 30%. 3-point shooting, they are 3 of 11 for 27%. Free throw shooting, they're at 100%, 6 for 6. Rebounds, 17 rebounds for the Heels with 5 assists, but they have 9 big turnovers in the first half against Duke. For the Blue Devils, Kamen Malawach has 6 points and 6 rebounds. The leading scorer, Cooper Flag, with 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Con Knipple with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Tyrese Proctor with 10 points in the game. Also, Sion James with 6 points in the game. Off the bench, Mason Gillis is the only player off the bench who has scored with 3 points. Overall shooting for Duke, 15 of 27 for 56%. 3-point shooting, 5 of 11 for 46%. And at the free throw line, Duke is 12 of 14 for 86%. Duke has 15 rebounds, 11 assists, and 4 turnovers in the game. And that is your halftime stat for Duke versus North Carolina. Once again, Duke is up 47-25 over the Tar Heels from Cameron Indoor Stadium, home of the Dukebluedevils. Looking at some other scores from around the league that has one final. Iowa State loses at home to K-State, unranked K-State, 80-61. Number 1 Auburn keeps on rolling, beats Ole Miss 92-82. Also, another game, Missouri beats number 14 Mississippi State at home, 88-61. Providence on the road almost pulls an upset, but loses at St. John's, 68-66. Florida at home with a big 20-point win, number 8 Tennessee over Florida. So Florida takes the L. The number 5th ranked team in the land loses by 20 on the road at Tennessee, 64-44. Also went final. Number 17th ranked Wisconsin, 75. Northwestern, 69. Also, Oklahoma routes number 24 Vanderbilt, 97-67. Also, Georgia Tech upsets number 21 Louisville, 77-70. Number 4 Alabama blows out Georgia, 90-69. And number 11 Kansas collapses totally in this game. Had a 21-point first half lead, I believe. They lose at Baylor, 81-70 on the road. Also, USC upsets number 7th ranked Michigan State, the road team. Michigan State coming on the road. Michigan State, number 7, loses 70-64 at USC. Wow. Some big upsets, man. That is crazy. And like I said, the later game, 8 o'clock game, number 25, Connecticut at number 9, Marquette. Number 13, Texas A&M at South Carolina. And then the 9 o'clock game will be the return of John Calipari to Lexington, Kentucky, as Arkansas travels to Lexington to face the Kentucky Wildcats. So that should be a great one for Kentucky fans. Also going on, 14:32 left to go in the second half. Texas Tech and Houston in a battle right now. 48-46 Texas Tech leading that game. Close game. So in the second half, like I said, man, Duke, man, came out strong in the first half, took control of this first half. Need to see what they're going to do in the second half. They're going to keep their foot on the gas. And like I said, right now they're blowing out the heels. Keep it going, man. Like I said, anytime, any win against Carolina is a well-needed win. I don't care what you do in the season, as long as you beat Carolina 2 times or 3 times, depending on if you play them. Always about that, man. Got to looking like a 2-horse race with Cooper Flag averaging 19.9 points a game and 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1.2 blocks against Johnny Brome. 18.3 rebounds. Points per game, 11.2 rebounds a game. Janai Broome from Auburn. Just looking at some little highlights from earlier in this Tennessee-Florida game, man. Like, it's kind of crazy. Well, Florida blew out number 1 ranked Tennessee, I think about a couple of weeks ago or something like that. Blew them out 72-43, and then Tennessee returns the favor at home against Florida, 64-44. And number 3, Iowa State, man. It's like they get blown out on the road against unranked K-State. Iowa State at home is blown out 81-60. Must have went cold in the second half. Yeah, looking at the highlight, like K-State was just on fire, man. Didn't matter where they shot the ball from. Like I said, Kansas one time was up in this game by 21 points in the first half against Baylor. Baylor comes back in the second half and upsets Kansas, man, 81-70. And also in that game for Baylor, looked like their prize freshman, VJ Edgecombe, suffers a sprained ankle, so he didn't return in the second half. Michigan State has been playing much better this season, man, and number 7th ranked team in the country, and they go down at USC. That was a surprise. Michigan State goes to 18-3. And John Calipari having a little fun, asking which way to go at Rupp Arena. He don't want to go to the visitors. You got to go to the visitor side now. So we'll be going to be back from Cameron for the second half. North Carolina, see what adjustments that they have to make in the second half against Duke to try to come back in this game, try to make a comeback. But right now it's all Duke. Like I said, I want to see how the first 6, 7, or first 8 minutes of the second half is going to go. If Duke is going to trade baskets for baskets, that's cool. Or they just going to go on a run and extend this lead. That'd be even much better. Like I said, 22-point Duke lead. Duke came out hot. And they stayed that way the whole first half. So like I said, hopefully they can keep it up in the second half, man. Let's get this win. Gonna some. Like I said, Cooper Flag had a great first half, man. Hopefully come back and have an even better second half, man. So getting ready. Second half will be coming up in a couple of minutes. Let me see something. Do. All right, just waiting the second half, man. On this Duke North Carolina game. I'll be right back. All right, let's see what Duke has in the second half, man. Like I said, they need to come out on fire in this game. They need to come out smoking in this game. Well, like I said, I don't want to see Carolina come out on a 6-0 run, 8-0 run, nothing like that, man. I need Duke to, like, yo, stop it early in the second half, man. Let's keep control of this game. Let's take control of this game. Let's keep it this way. Keep up with the lead. All right, so about to start the second half, man. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, second half is underway. Duke with the ball. James with the ball. Looking, finds Proctor. Proctor over to Cooper Flag, guarded by Trimble over to corner, pass to Con Knipple in the lane, and he dunks it. Good take by Knipple. Yes, sir. That's how we start the second half. All right. Carolina with the ball. Cadeau over to Lubin. Lubin with the ball. Almost loses it. Back to Trimble. Back to Lubin. Lubin in the post. And him pass is stolen. And here comes Duke. James with the ball. Guarded by RJ Davis. James looking. Finds Cooper Flag. Guarded by Trimble. Flag with the ball in the corner to James to Con Knipple for his three-point shot. Good. 52-25, 27-point Duke lead. So Duke comes out with the first 5 points of the second half. North Carolina with the ball. Cadeau over to Trimble. Back to Cadeau. Cadeau down the lane. Lays it up and in. All right. Duke inbounds. Flag inbounds to James. James with the ball. Guarded by Cadeau. James over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor with the ball around the Malawai screen in the corner. Con Knipple. Knipple looking. Finds Cooper Flag. Back to Knipple. Guarded by RJ Davis. Knipple in the lane. Shot is up. No good, but he is fouled and he'll be going to the free throw line. Good take by Knipple. All right, Knipple's first free throw's up, and it's no good. So it look like Lubin, foul is on Lubin, so he'll have to take a seat. All right, Knipple's second free throw is up, and it's good. All right, Carolina with the ball. Cadeau over to Washington, over to Trimble, back to Cadeau. 26-point Duke lead. RJ Davis at the top of the key, guarded by Malawatch. Davis looking, trying to step back, 3-point shot up and good. 53-30, 23-point Duke lead. Duke inbounds. James, flag over to James. James with the ball across the timeline, guarded by Cadeau. James finds Cooper Flag. Flag in the lane, lays it up and no good, but he is fouled. Good shot by RJ Davis on Kaman Malawatch. Just barely missed the dunk, just out of his grasp. So Cooper Flag will be at the line. Flag's first free throw is up, and it's no good. Rolls out. And Flag's second free throw's up, and it's good. All right. Carolina inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau guarded by Nipple. Over to Washington. Free throw line. Cadeau jump shot is up and good. 54-32. Duke inbounds. Cooper Flag over to James. James back to Flag. Flag over to Knipple. Around the Malawatch screen. Knipple in the lane. Throws it out to James from the corner. His 3-point shot is good. 57-32. Good shot by Sion James. Carolina quickly inbounds to Seth Trimble ahead of the pack. Trimble to Washington. Back to Cadeau. Cadeau back to Seth Trimble. Lays it up and in. And a foul. 57-34. So good strong take by Seth Trimble. And the Tar Heel will be at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. 16:52 left to go early second half from Cameron Indoor Stadium. So Trimble will be on the free throw line looking to complete the 3-point play for the North Carolina Tar Heels. Trimble on the season averaging 12.3 points a game. His free throw is up and it's no good. Rebounded. And Trimble gets his own rebound as the ball tipped back out. Trimble backs out to Cadeau to RJ Davis. Out to Trimble. No, back to Cadeau. Back to RJ Davis. Guarded by Malawatch again. Or to Cadeau in the lane. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag. And here comes Duke ahead to Knipple. Knipple with the ball. In the lane. Shot is up. Good and a foul. Good take by Knipple. 59-34. Duke up by 25. Knipple will be at the free throw line looking to complete the 3-point play. And Knipple's free throw is up and is good. 60-34. All right, Washington quickly inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball. Guarded by Knipple. Cadeau looking. Finds Ian Jackson. Jackson at the top of the key. At the 3-point line, guarded by James. Now it's guarded by Malawatch. Jackson, step back, 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag, and here comes Duke. Flag with the ball. Looking. Finds James. Wide open James in the lane, and he is fouled. So there's a timeout on the floor. 15:54 left to go in the second half. Duke in control of the game, up 60-34 on North Carolina. 26-point Duke lead. All right, so far, like I said, man, Duke is extending their lead. Hey, if you want to play baskets, trade baskets for baskets, we're good with that too, man. We're good with that too. Shout out to those guys from the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. Going down to the Senior Bowl, getting some good footage and pictures and stuff like that, getting that work in there, man. Senior Bowl, the guys getting back information, New York Giants, see what they're going to do in the draft and free agency and stuff like that. And also looking at the top prospects that's going to be in the draft coming up this season, coming up this year in April. I want to thank everybody for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms to the Man Cave podcast. If this is your first time to my channel, man, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share it on all social media platforms, man. It costs you nothing. It is free to subscribe. Also, just hit that like button, man, and share it, man. All right, Blue Devils, keep it up. Let's go, Duke. Like I said, so the battle for Tobacco Road, first game here at Cameron. The next game will be March 8th for the rematch at North Carolina. Yeah, the Dean Dome. So, like I said, Duke can keep going. Let's keep this. Let's keep the foot on the gas, man. Keep the foot on the gas, man. Let's get out to a bigger lead, man. All right, back to action. It will be North Carolina with the ball. And it'll be Duke ball. Sion James inbounds to Knipple. Knipple spins in the lane, lays it up and in. 62-34. Duke with his largest lead, 28 points. Carolina with the ball. Ian Jackson with the ball at the top of the key. Over to Washington. Washington over to Trimble. Trimble out to RJ Davis. His jump shot from the corner is good. 62-36. All right, Duke inbounds. Knipple inbounds to Sion James. James with the ball, guarded by Cadeau. James at the elbow. Over to Malik Brown in the post. Down low to Tyrese Proctor. Cut into the basket. Good. Up and in. 64-36. Washington inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau over to Ian Jackson. Jackson on a switch. Guarded by, now over to RJ Davis. Guarded by Malik Brown. Brown in the lane. To RJ Jackson. His three-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by Duke. Tyrese Proctor. And here comes the Blue Devils. Proctor over to Cooper Flag. Flag over to James. James around the flag screen. James back to Flag. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Malik Brown, but it is a jump ball. And it should be Duke basketball. So good backdoor cut by Proctor moving out the ball. All right. So it looked like it'll be Carolina ball, but so Con Knipple with 20 points already. like Seth Trimble, I don't know if it's cramps or what, but he had to come out the game. So Heels are inbound. Washington over to RJ Davis. Davis with the ball looking. Guarded by Gillis. Davis with the ball at the top of the key. Trying to find somebody. Finds Ian Jackson. Jackson at the top of the key. Guarded by Gillis. Jackson, step back, three-point shot is up and good. And a foul. 64-39. And Jackson will be at the free throw line to complete the 4-point play. What's good, the Juke? What's good, my bro? Thanks for tapping in, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother, the Juke, man. That dude always has great content, man. Giants content, man. Basketball, everything. Make sure you go shout out to the Juke Sports Network, man. Go subscribe, man. Like I said, all these great content creators out here, man. We be on everybody else's channel, man, supporting them, and that's what you got to do, man. Let's get these like and subscribe button. Also share it on all social media platforms, man. Let's go, Duke. All right, Duke with the ball. Over Proctor with the ball to Cooper Flag in the backcourt, throws to Knipple in the corner to Gillis, over to Tyrese Proctor in the lane. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Carolina. Here comes the Heels. Washington over to RJ Davis. Davis with the ball over to Washington. Washington to Ian Jackson. Jackson at the elbow, guarded by Knipple. Jackson looking for someone, finds Washington, back to Jackson. Jackson around the screen, lays it up, no good, and he is fouled. He'll be going to the free throw line. No, it's an offensive foul. So Duke will have to inbound the ball. Cooper Flag will inbound the ball. Yeah, offensive foul into Tyrese Proctor. Duke's inbounds to Cooper Flag. Flag with the ball. Flag, turnaround, jump shot up and good. 66-40, 26-point Duke lead, 13-23 left to go in the second half. Carolina with the ball. RJ Davis across the timeline, guarded by Tyrese Proctor. Davis in the lane now, throws it up, no good, but he will be going to the free throw line. Foul on the play. So RJ Davis will be at the free throw line looking for two for the Tar Heels. Like I said, Duke has been in control of this game from the very start, man, and they still in control of this game, man. Keep it going. Like I said, let's keep it going. The Battle of Tobacco Road, Duke versus North Carolina, Battle of the Blue Bloods. Famous rivalry in all of college basketball, man. Duke versus North Carolina. All right, Davis, first free throw is up, and it's good. All right, substitution for Duke. Look like James will check into the game for Gillis. All right, Davis's second free throw is up, and it's also good. All right, 66-42, Duke inbounds. Flag, inbounds, and it's stolen by Carolina. Davis over to Drake Powell, and it's stolen back. And it's going to be a jump ball, it's going to be Duke basketball. So good play by Malik Brown on the defense. All right, Duke inbounds. It's James with the ball, guarded by RJ Davis. James at the elbow to Malik Brown. Brown looking, finds Proctor. Proctor around the Brown screen. Proctor in the lane. Throws it back out to James. James in the lane, back out to Proctor for his three-point shot. Good from the top of the key. 69-42, and Duke extends to a 27-point lead. RJ Davis with the ball now over to Ian Jackson. Jackson over to Drake Powell. Powell with the ball, guarded by Malik Brown at the top of the three-point line. Back to Ian Jackson. Jackson with the ball, back to Powell. Powell. Fall away jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Tyrese Proctor, and here comes Duke. Up 27. Proctor over to James. James at the elbow, at the top of the key. James looking, finds Malik Brown over to Knipple, fakes the three-point shot over to Sion James for the dunk. Nice move without the basketball. 71-42, 29-point Duke lead. Carolina inbounds. R.J. Davis crossed the timeline, guarded by Tyrese Proctor. Over to Withers. And it's a foul on the floor. Timeout on the floor, under 12 timeout. Like I said, Duke in firm control of this game, up 71-42 with 11:44 left to go in the second half. From Cameron Indoor Stadium, Battle of the Blue Bloods, battle for Tobacco Road, man. Tobacco Road, North Carolina, you know how it is, man. Duke, North Carolina. There's always some great games between Duke and the Carolina Tar Heels, man. One of the great rivalries in all of sport. Like I said, man, I've been enjoying this rivalry for so long, man, for so long. And never, ever disappoints, man. Doesn't matter. If both teams are ranked, it's good. Either if one team is ranked, the other ain't ranked, still a good game, man. Or if neither one is ranked, it's still a good game. Doesn't matter. When you tune in, it's always going to be a great game, man. Duke versus North Carolina. One of the oldest rivalries in all of sports. Let me finish looking at some other scores. And college basketball. Texas Tech and Houston. Houston up 64-59 with 5:23 left to go in the second half in that game. Also, just getting underway. Connecticut and Marquette getting underway. Final scores from earlier. Tennessee blows out Florida 64-44. St. John's gets past Providence 68-66. Missouri over number 14 Mississippi State 88-61. Number 1 Auburn beats Ole Miss 92-82. Third-ranked Iowa State gets blown out at home 80-61 to unranked Kansas State. Number 17 Wisconsin beats Northwestern 75-69. Oklahoma blows out 24th ranked Vanderbilt 97-67. Georgia Tech beats number 21 Louisville 77-70. Number 4 Alabama all over Georgia 90-61. Number 11 Kansas loses and collapses in the second half against unranked Baylor. Kansas loses 81-70. Kansas had a 21-point first half lead in that game, and they got outscored in the second half and end up losing by 11. Also, number 7 Michigan State get upset by unranked USC 70-64. And the later games, Texas A&M at South Carolina. That game will start at 8:30. And the 9 o'clock game, big one. Coach Calipari makes his return back to Lexington to Kentucky to face the Wildcats. Arkansas at Kentucky. That's a 9 o'clock start. Coach Calipari makes his way back to Rupp Arena. After the time, like I said, Duke in control of this game, 71-42, man. 29-point Duke lead. It's been all Duke in this game. Yeah, Kansas State routes number 3, Iowa State. I ain't see that one coming, man. Iowa State usually, one of them tough teams, man. Get routed by K-State. All right, back to live action. The Tar Heels will inbound. All right, Powell looking to inbounds. And it looked like Seth Trimble is back in the game for the Tar Heels, so probably was just a cramp. All right, Powell inbounds to Withers. Withers guarded by Cooper Flagg, and he's stolen by Cooper Flagg, and here comes Duke Flagg over to James. James with the ball, guarded by Drake Powell. James looking, finds Malik Brown. Brown with the ball. Throws it back to James. James in the lane. Back to Brown, but it is stolen by the Tar Heels, Drake Powell, and he will go in for the easy dunk. 71-44 Duke. All right, Duke inbounds. Flagg inbounds to James. James looking over to Tyrese Proctor, across the line to Con Knipple, and who goes in for the dunk? And no good. Rebounded by Duke. Flag with the ball over to James. James over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor around the flag screen. Proctor throws it up. No good. And wow, I thought he was out of bounds, but he saves the ball. So Carolina with the ball. Davis over to Trimble. Trimble over to Lubin. Lubin to Drake Powell. Powell back to Trimble. Trimble guarded by Malik Brown. And he walked. And I think Trimble is still having some little problems, issues with his leg, man. It looked like, I don't know, yeah, because I know he left the game with a cramp. So I guess he's trying to give it a go and test it out, see how it do, man. All right, Duke inbounds. 10:33 left to go in the second half. Duke in control, 71-44. Malawach will return to the game for the Blue Devils. Flag inbounds to James. James with the ball. Across the timeline, over to Knipple. Knipple in the paint to Cooper Flag. Flag posts up, shot goes up, and it is blocked by Withers. And here comes North Carolina. Trimble over to Powell, back to Trimble to RJ Davis. Davis, step back jump shot with Malawach, no good. Rebounded by Knipple. Knipple over to James. James with the ball. Around the Cooper Flag screen. James in the lane. Back out to Cooper Flag for his three-point shot. Up and good. 74-44. 30-point Duke lead. All right. Carolina with the ball. RJ Davis over to Lubin. Lubin trying to find somebody. Finds RJ Davis. Davis now guarded by Malawach on the switch. Davis in the lane, throws it out to Drake Powell for the corner three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Lubin. His shot is up. No good, but he is fouled, and he'll be going to the free throw line. So Duke has extended their lead to a 30-point lead now against the Tar Heels. All right, so Lubin on the free throw line, down 30. His first free throw is up, and it's good. Checking in for the Tar Heels. Powell will take a seat. All right, Lubin's second free throw is up, and it's also good. 74-45. Oh, no, it's free throw in and out. Some rebounded by Evans. Evans over to Caleb Foster. Foster with the ball now. Guarded by RJ Davis. Looking at John Shire trying to call a play. Foster still with the ball. Looking for Flag. Finds Flag. Guarded by Trimble. Over to Isaiah Evans for the three-point shot from the elbow. Good for the Slim Reaper. Isaiah Evans, 77-45, 32-point Duke lead. Tar Heels with the ball. RJ Davis has the ball. Guard on the switch by Malawach. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Lubin. His shot is up and good. 77-47. Foster inbounds to Flag. Back to Foster. Foster across the timeline in no hurry. 8:30 left to go in the second half. Duke with a 30-point lead over to Isaiah Evans. Back to Foster. Over to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor directing traffic. Proctor in the lane. Throws out to Malawach. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by RJ Davis. And here comes the Heels. RJ Davis over to Withers. Withers in the lane. His shot is up and good. 77-49. 28-point Duke lead. So Jalen Withers with the Euro step for the Tar Heels. Duke inbounds. Cooper Flag over to Caleb Foster. Foster to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor with the ball. Around the Cooper Flag screen. Proctor in the lane. Back out to Cooper Flag for a three-point shot from the top of the key. No good. And it'll be ball's out of bounds. It'll be Carolina ball. Timeout on the floor. Under 8 timeout. 7:32 left to go in the second half. Duke in firm control of this game, 77-49. All right. I didn't see. I mean, Duke came in this game as a 13-point favorite. Like I said, these games are usually closer, but it'd be like this sometimes, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna complain about it. So we'll take the win or the blowout. But like I said, the rematch will be back in Carolina, March 8th. Duke will be on the road at Carolina. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have this game circled on their calendar. And that should be senior night. I think that'll be senior night. That's like the last game in the conference, the last game before the playoffs, before the ACC playoffs. Man, like I said, Carolina's their strength is in the backcourt. That's where their strength lies on this year's team, with Seth Trimble, R.J. Davis, and Elliot Cadeau. So probably pretty soon you'll probably see some more subs for Duke come into the game. Probably like Darren Harris and all these other guys will be coming in. Patrick Ngangba. Stuff. Duke is in firm control of the game, so they'll most likely start going to their subs and stuff like that. Yeah, I know Carolina didn't think it was going to be a blowout in this game, but Carolina started the season out great. I mean, then I don't know. I haven't been following them too closely to see if they got lost some players or somebody got hurt or something like that. But yeah, they started off the season real good, man. So I don't know. I guess teams are getting into form. The later the season, the tougher the schedule gets, man. The better everybody gets better from the beginning of the season to the middle of the season. Teams start changing and stuff like that. Start getting more acclimated to each other and stuff like that. Start playing more together. Communications is much better, so it's a little bit harder, and they start to scoring teams. And like I said, some teams, hey, early on the season, got to get their bearings right. DJ Wagner and the Arkansas Razorbacks travel to Lexington, play the Kentucky Wildcats. John Calipari makes his return. And also, DJ Wagner plays against his former team, the Kentucky Wildcats. All right, back to live action. And just like I said, Patrick Ngangba will be checking into the game for Duke. All right, Heels inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball over to Drake Powell. Powell over to Seth Trimble. Trimble has the ball looking, finds Cadeau back to Trimble. Trimble in the lane, throws it out to Powell from the corner. His 3-point shot is good. 77-52, 25-point Duke lead. All right, Duke inbounds. Cooper Flag inbounds to Caleb Foster. Foster with the ball. Carolina going into a zone defense. Over to Con Knipple. Over to Cooper Flag, who misses the dunk, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. So look like Carolina, RJ Davis is on the bench, 6:57 left to go. So they might start pulling their starters out soon. Flag on the free throw line, looking for two more. Flag's first free throw's up, and it's good. So in this game, Cooper Flag with 20 points in the game. Isaiah Evans has checked into the game for Duke as well. Flag second free throw up, and it's good. 79-52. Washington inbounds to Cadeau. Cadeau guarded by Caleb Foster. Foster with the ball. Drake Powell. Powell over to Seth Trimble. Trimble at the top of the key, guarded by Ngangba. Trimble down the lane. Shot is up and good. 79-54. Duke inbounds. Flag inbounds to Caleb Foster. Foster across the timeline. Over to Knipple. Carolina still in the zone. Knipple at the top of the key. Over to Foster. Foster over to Cooper Flag in the paint. And he throws to Caleb Foster, and it is out of bounds. Turnover. It'll be Carolina ball. All right. Cadeau with the ball for Carolina over to Trimble. Trimble at the top of the key. Trimble in the lane. Almost gets the ball stolen out to Cadeau. Cadeau has it now. Cadeau in the lane. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Cooper Flag. Flag with the rebound. 25-point Duke lead. 5:46 left to go in the second half. Foster back to Flag. Flag with the ball. Around Isaiah's screen, but Flag throws the ball deflected and stolen by Carolina. And Seth Trimble lays it up and in. 23-point Duke lead. And Trimble looked like he's still favoring that. Probably still has a cramp. All right, Duke with the ball. Foster with the ball. Foster looking, finds Knipple at the top of the key. Over to Cooper Flag in the paint. Flag with the ball. Flag in the lane. Throws it up. No good. Rebounded by Washington. Here comes the Tar Heels over to Powell. Powell in the lane. His shot is up and good. 79-58. 21-point Duke lead. 4:52 left to go. Flag inbounds to Foster. And Duke will call timeout. Timeout on the floor, Duke. Carolina has cut into his 32-point lead. Now it's a 21-point lead. 4:46 left to go in the game. So Duke will talk it over. But like I said, Duke has led this game from wire to wire from start. And like I said, 4:46 left to go. They're just going to hold on for the victory. Only thing now, they just got to salt away this game, man. But like I said, great game by Duke coming into this game from start to finish. The energy they came out with from when the game started to now. Like I said, they still in firm control of the game. Came out hot, shooting the ball, and still shooting the ball good. So right now, look like they just like going through the motions, trying to slow it down a little bit and try to shorten the game. But Carolina, like I said, still fighting, man. Carolina's still fighting. So, like I said, that's what it's going to be like in this game, man. The matchups, man, is always going to be a competitive game, no matter if they're getting blown out or not. Guys are still in there playing for the uniform, playing for the school. Like I said, Duke will probably get some more subs into the game. Last 4:46 of the game. Like I said, Isaiah Evans in, Patrick Ngangbo's in. So, like I said, Darren Harris will soon be in the game. And everybody's going to get to play, man. Everybody's going to get to play in this Carolina-Duke rivalry. So we're on commercial. Be back to live action in a few seconds to this commercial break. All right. Just about to take the floor back. All right. Duke's remaining game at Syracuse, at Clemson, Cal, Stanford, at Virginia, versus Illinois, at Miami, Florida State, Wake, and at UNC. And like I said, Duke coming in undefeated in the ACC at 10-0, record of 18-2, 14 in a row. Duke is on a 14-game win streak, trying to make it 15 in a row. Duke with the ball. James over to Cooper. Flag with the ball. At the top of the key, over to Nipple. Wide open three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Carolina. Here comes the Heels. Powell over to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball over to Powell. His shot is up and good. 79-60, 19-point Duke lead. Flag, inbounds to James. James over to Proctor. Proctor with the ball around a flag screen over to Knippel. Knippel to Cooper. Flag in the lane. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Carolina. And here comes the Heels. Jackson with the ball at the elbow. Jackson over to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball over to Drake. Powell back to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball looking. Finds Powell. Powell in the lane. Shot is up. Good and a foul. 79-62. 17-point Duke lead now. And be a foul on the play, so it'll be timeout on the floor. So we come back. Powell will be at the free throw line. So just like that, Carolina's back within 17. Can make it 16. Like Duke is just, like I said, Duke has went on a little slump the last 3 minutes of this game. And Carolina has cut a 32-point lead down to 17 and possibly 16, to cut the lead in half. Like I said, what a fight. North Carolina put up got some fight in them, man, playing for that Carolina pride. I said this is for bragging rights in the ACC. Tobacco Road, the Battle of Tobacco Road, Battle of the Blue Bloods, Carolina and Duke. One of the oldest rivalry in all of sports, man. If this is your first time to the Man-Cave podcast, make sure, man, y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also, share this on all social media platforms, man. It costs you nothing, man. It is free to subscribe, man. Hit that subscribe button so I could keep bringing you great content. Duke basketball. Do a lot of Knicks game. Won't be doing the Knicks game tonight because I'll probably be out to go watch the game live at the bar. So Knicks versus Lakers tonight at 8:30. Well, actually in a few minutes. Knicks and Lakers national TV game. right, so Powell's at the free throw line to complete, and his free throw's up, and it's good. And just like that, the lead is cut in half, 79-63. 3:31 left to go. Duke inbounds, flag, inbounds to Knipple. Knipple looking back to flag, throws ahead to James. James with the ball. And Duke in no hurry. James over to Knipple. Knipple with the ball, looking out to Tyrese Proctor, to Zion James. James with the ball, 7 seconds left to go. James throws out to Cooper, flag. Flag throws out to Tyrese Proctor. His shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Flag. Gets the rebound. The Knipple back to Flag. Over to Zion James. James back to Knipple. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Knipple with the ball, and he is fouled. So Knipple will be at the free throw line. All right, so 16-point Duke lead. Knipple with 20 points in the game. And his first free throw is up, and it's good. Well, stop the run by North Carolina. And R.J. Davis and Trimble both on the bench for the Tar Heels. Knipple's second free throw is up and is also good, 80-63. Carolina inbounds Washington to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball over to Powell. Powell in the lane. Those in the corner. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Knipple. Knipple with the rebound. Out to James. James with the ball in no hurry at the top of the key at the logo. Over to Knipple. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the second half. Knipple with the ball around a James screen. Knipple in the lane. Back out to Tyrese Proctor for his three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Washington. Over to Cadeau. Cadeau with the ball, and he is fouled. So Cadeau will be at the free throw line. 18-point Duke lead, 1:53 left to go. All right, free throw is no good by Cadeau. Over to Ian Jackson. Back to Cadeau. His shot is up. No good. Look like it's a foul on Carolina. So Cadeau fouls Zion James. So Zion James will be at the free throw line. His first free throw's up, and it's good. And his second free throw's up, and it's also good. All right. Carolina, the shot in the lane, up and good. 83-65, 122 left to go. Duke inbounds. Zion James with the ball across the timeline. Duke, like I said, in no hurry whatsoever, man. 1 minute left to go in the game. 18-point Duke lead. Knipple with the ball. Knipple in the lane. Out to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor with the shot over to Malik Brown. Lays it up and in. 85-65. 20-point Duke lead. And Coach K is about to leave out. And 48 seconds left to go. 20-point Duke lead. Some substitutions will come into the game. Wholesale substitutions for Duke. Starters will all be pulled out. All right, Carolina with the ball. Cadeau with the ball over to Powell. Powell to Ian Jackson. Jackson over to Cadeau for a three-point shot from the elbow. Good. 85-68. All right, Duke inbounds. James with the ball. James looking like he's just going to run the clock down. There's only 18 seconds left to go. James over to Proctor. Proctor with the ball. Proctor. Step back jump shot is up and good. 87-68. 7 seconds left to go into Cadeau. Ahead to Ian Jackson. Jackson lays it up and in. 87-70. And Duke inbounds. And that would be your final score. So Duke in the Battle of Tobacco Road. Duke comes out victorious. Goes to 11-0 in the ACC. First time since that happened since the 2005-2006 season. Duke goes to 19-2 on the season and extend their 14-game win streak to 15 games. So Duke is on a 15-game win streak. Carolina with another loss, be 13-10 on the season. I want to thank you guys for tapping in, man, from YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms to the Man-Cave podcast, man. If this is your first time to my channel, man, please hit that like and subscribe button, man, and also share this on all social media platforms. Like I said, it costs you nothing. It is free, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my man, the Juke, for coming through. Corey Lee, as always, and everybody tapping and watching this live stream of Duke versus North Carolina. Once again, final score, Duke with the win, 87-70, man. Let me give you the final stats in this game. Final stats for the North Carolina Tar Heel. Lubin finishes with 7.6 rebounds. Ian Jackson with 8 points. Elliot Cadeau finishes with 8 points in the game. 10 points for Seth Trimble. RJ Davis, the leading scorer, with only 12 points in the game for the Heels. Off the bench, James Brown had 2 points. Jalen Washington with 6 points. Jalen Withers with 5 points. And 12 points off the bench for Drake Powell. Overall shooting for Carolina, 26 of 55 for 47%. 3-point shooting, 7 of 19 for 37%. Free throw shooting, 11 of 14 for 79%. Carolina finished with 31 rebounds, 11 assists, and 14 turnovers. For the Dukebluedevils, Malawach finishes with 6.6 rebounds. Cooper Flagg finishes with 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Con Knipple finishes with 22 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Tyrese Proctor had 17 points. Sion James had 13. Off the bench, Malik Brown with 2 points. Mason Gillis with 3. Isaiah Evans with 3 points off the bench. Overall shooting for Duke, 28 of 53 for 53%. 3-point shooting, 10 of 20 for 50%. Free throw shooting, 21 of 25 for 84%. Duke finished with 26 rebounds, 20 assists, and 8 turnovers in the game. And that is your final stat for Duke versus Carolina. In this one, Duke takes this one 87-70 in the first installment of the Battle of Tobacco Road. Battle of the Blue Bloods goes to the Blue Devils. Comes out victorious at home in Cameron Indoor Stadium. I will be back here Monday night for the Knicks and the Houston Rockets at 7:30. So make sure you tap back into the Man-Cave podcast as well as the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. I want to thank all you guys for tapping in, man. And please, on your way out, please hit that like and subscribe button and also share it on all social media platforms. Thank you, guys. And I'm out.
This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, no it don't get broken. Legalized, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85-inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.